a pretty sight right there.
It is, man.
That's a box of bees.
Hey, look at how calm they are too, man. Look
I
at
know.
those bees, man. They are just, oh man, that's awesome.
Ooh.
Look at those bees, man. Welcome back to Bruce's Bees, everybody. I am in South Georgia. We're gonna do something different today. I am here with Mr. Seth Hill.
What's up, guys?
Here we are gonna go through his bees today. He's gonna teach me how to do it right.
Oh, yeah. Teach you how to do it fast.
Now, Seth looks really young, but don't let that fool you. He's been hanging out with Bob Binnie for a few years here. Has a lot of good knowledge. I look forward to working with him today. And Seth, you've got a new YouTube channel. What's it called?
Seth Hill at Appalachian Bee Ranch.
So if you haven't seen it already, go check it out. Seth is the guy behind the camera in a lot of Bob Binnie's videos. That's right?
Yes, sir.
Correct.
Yep.
And he's also out there working them lots of times too. So
yeah, buddy.
I'll look forward to this today. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, oh yeah, it's going to be awesome. I can't wait.
We also got Wayne here. Wayne, tell me a little bit about yourself.
Wayne Brown. He's Brown's Bloom Tenders out of Augusta, Georgia. Come down to do a little bit of work with the bees, learn a little bit, and take some home with me.
So
help Seth out.
It's going to be a fun day today. Glad to have you with us, Wayne.
Thank you. Good to be here.
Well, Seth, I see that truck right there from Blue Ridge Honey Company.
Yes, sir.
So Bob let you use it?
Yeah, buddy, yeah. He's real nice. He'll let me borrow trucks or equipment or whatever I need whenever I need it. So
Well, we got how many hives out here?
there's about, I think there's like 59, 60,
Okay.
somewhere in there.
And so what's the goal today? What are we going to do with this equipment
So
back
we're
here?
going to try to make, I'm still debating on whether or not I want to make 2 or 3 frame splits, but in totality, we're going to fill all these up and haul them to another yard, and then I'm going to slide a queen cell in them tomorrow morning.
Awesome. How many nukes you got?
There should be 107 if I counted right, which my math is usually not great.
Well, you got plenty anyway, right?
As long as they're all full, that's all that matters. We're not making dirty splits. We kind of want to look hard for our queen. I see bees in the box. That's good.
Dirty splits, what's that mean? You just don't find the queen?
So you kind of quickly make them. You don't have to find the queen, or you don't shake and put resources above an excluder. That's what I call a dirty split.
Okay.
Most of the time when I make what I call a true dirty split, I don't even look. I just put brood wherever, but I'm selling the singles. So I kind of have to have the queen.
Yeah.
But
yeah, okay.
But at any rate, they look like they've drawn a little bit of foundation out.
They sure are. Got some white wax in there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, drawing that drone comb out there.
That's good.
Was that foundation when you put? Did you put?
It
that
was.
foundation
This
in?
one side was. Oh, she's laying in there too. That's good.
Man.
They've been on the drones down here for a while. They're doing the backside too. Awesome.
Awesome, man. You're doing great.
So I might go so far as to just pull from the top box. We'll look in this first pallet real hard and kind of get a feel for what they're doing. Ooh, I'm in a nest of ants. That ain't good.
Yeah. South Georgia fire ants right there. We got them over in Alabama
Woo.
too.
That wasn't there last time.
Oh man, they'll tear you up too.
Yeah, buddy. I got some ant bait in the truck. I'm gonna work this colony from the front.
All right.
They don't seem too
They're
happy.
so well. The bees are pretty darn calm though.
Yes, sir.
I guess
Absolutely.
these are just the bees you're used to working though, right?
Absolutely, yes, sir. These are the bees I was in when I was in the tank top. There's a food, which is good. I didn't think I was going to have a whole lot of food.
So you got Formic Pro on these, don't you?
I do.
And see, for those worried about using Formic Pro, look at these bees right here.
I mean, they look fine.
Hadn't slowed them down. Look at that, man. Beautiful brood pattern.
Yes, sir.
Looking great, man.
Go ahead and pull this top box off. Ooh, I'm kind
Man,
of curious
heavy.
to see if...
Heavy, huh? What you looking for?
Just seeing if there's any like swarm cells or eggs with cups. Because last time, and that's another reason I wanted to use the Formic Pro.
Just for one strip?
Yes, sir.
You just use one strip?
Yeah, I only had one box. If
okay.
I would have done my research, I would have got 2. That way I could come back with the second strip later.
You gonna go ahead and pull frames out of here now, or are you just gonna peek in and see what they look like?
I'm just gonna peek in and see what they look like and kind of get a game plan, and then we can all jump in and
that sounds great.
start making some nukes.
Awesome, man.
I'm also gonna try to get these ants off of me.
Got
There's a
most
lot of food though, which is good because
Have
I
you been
thought
feeding them actually, or you just been letting them depend
I
upon
fed
the local?
some of them, but as I got up through the pallets last time, I started seeing more swarm cells, so I kind of hesitated.
Yeah, man.
As I got further down the line there.
Those ants, man.
Mm-hmm.
They'll light you up.
Yeah, buddy.
Oh, look at that, man. Look at that pretty frame right there.
I got an air show going on.
Yeah. Air Force Base is close by, right?
Yes, sir. Moody Air Force Base. This is one of the coolest bee yards I've ever had. I'm kind of a military nerd, And I love the A10 Warthog, and I get to hear them shoot targets from about half a mile away, so I get a little treat when I come down here and work bees. I'm seeing a lot of brood.
How many splits you think you'll pull off of that one right there? 2 splits?
So, depending on how many frames of brood.
We've already seen
that's
just
like number
4 in the
4.
top box. So how many frames of brood do you want per nuke?
I kind of am wanting to leave them with 5 in the bottom, and then whatever else is left over we'll put in a nuke box.
Well, it looks like you're going to be able to get some nice splits.
Yes, sir. Oh, yeah, absolutely. They'll have food, too, so that's
awesome.
good. I was really concerned, because last time I was down here, they had food, but I didn't feed them, and I didn't know, because we had some bad weather come in. I didn't know if that was going to shut the nectar flow off or not.
Doesn't look like it did.
No, sir. They're heavy. They're good.
Had a couple of frames of food, a little bit of brood on this one, right there. Once again, I think we'd expect for them to maybe backed off a little bit because of the Formic probe, but they seem to have not skipped much of a beat.
Yes, sir. No, they're looking good. That frame, oh, there's a little bit of larvae or a little jelly in there.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, it was
interesting.
Egg in there. I think they're trying to
cells
supersede.
in there. Ooh,
there's one right here. There's one right here that's chewed out.
Interesting. I wonder if, well, see, this is one thing else too. See all that junk royal jelly in there?
Oh yeah.
She might have got stunged. We'll have to look around in there. What about this here? Curious. That one will be one we'll definitely check for eggs and young larvae and stuff. And if we don't see it, we'll just split it in half and fill dead holes in the yard.
This is not quite as strong as that other one was, but maybe if they're in the process of requeening, maybe.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that
they
could
wouldn't
be
be
it
as strong,
too.
would they? So calm though, man. This is my goal. This is my goal right here, to be able just to go in them and.
Well, it sounds like you need to go home with a few.
Well, maybe I will. Maybe I just will, Seth.
Oh,
you never
man.
know, man.
Oh man, that's funny.
I might just, Wayne's down here. I think he's going to take some home with him, right, Wayne? So maybe I'll just grab some too.
Oh yeah, you were right about, see that Formic? It's basically.
So it doesn't smell strong either, does it?
No, because last time I could smell it straight out of the pack.
Yeah, you smell that, like when it comes out of the package, it'll about.
Oh, it'll make your eyes water.
Curl your lips back, won't it? It's like, woo!
Yes, sir.
But now it's just.
That's interesting.
And from what Tom told me when we had that interview, I think it's all organic, and he said I think you could put it on compost pile or whatever, so it just kind of breaks down in nature. You don't have to really worry about processing it in any way. And not really a lot of brood in here, Seth.
Okay. Let's go in the bottom. I'm curious to see what they got going on down there. We'll, I tell you what we'll do, if we can find some good sales, we'll just split it in half. We'll move one half to a dead spot and leave the other half, let it ride. We might even boost it with a frame of brood or two just to make sure they got some emerging bees. That way they got a little bit of a colony to hold on.
Those bees back here are humming. Maybe the queen's in this other box if there's a queen in there, but
could be.
They're making noise over there already.
Right.
So
with that sting down, I'm wondering if they already got a virgin queen or something. I'm just curious.
I bet they do.
Every once in a while they'll fool you.
Hard times. Let me see if I can try to do this one-handed.
Nah.
We got milk brood in here, man.
Really?
We got eggs.
That's interesting. Let's see. I
think there may be some eggs on the other side too, maybe. This side, see the milk brood all through here?
I do. Interesting.
See eggs over there? Or was
Not
it just,
much.
I couldn't tell
I see
very well
young
trying
brood. Oh wait, no, well, nope, shiny bottoms fool me a lot.
Yeah, me too.
I got an ant on my neck. All the way to the top.
A long way.
That's interesting.
There's some nice brood right there.
Yeah, there is a good brood right there.
We got eggs in here, man.
Oh, we got eggs?
Over on this side over there.
Interesting.
Right
So I wonder.
Right over here.
Yes, we do. Well, good. That's
so maybe they were going to supersede and decided against it. What do you think? I hadn't seen
I
another
don't
queen
know,
cell in here.
because what might have happened is I was moving a bunch of frames around last time. Every once in a while, because I moved a bunch of colonies and I might have moved that one to a dead spot and they lost their field force. So they might have decided against swarming. I can't remember.
Well, you can't remember every frame, Seth?
Not every frame.
All right, man.
That's good though, we got eggs.
Good.
So that means there's a queen in there somewhere.
You want to mark this any sort of way, or is it strong enough you're just going to pull one split out of it probably, or what do you think?
Yeah, we might pull one split out of it, and seeing as how there was some cells on the top, we'll just check every frame and make sure there's no queen cells or eggs. Pull one split out, leave them with some foundation, give them some feed, and let them
drop
ride.
a cell in. Oh, I'm trying to find the queen, but we do have some eggs and stuff in here. Seth's already starting to break out some splits over there. I'm still trying to find a queen. So Seth, why don't you tell us what you did on that one? We found the queen, and you said you isolated her?
Yes, sir. So what you can do is you can take 2 frames, and if you slide your queen down and you work fast, you can pick out whatever assets you need.
Because you know she's on this side of the hive, yeah.
Yep, exactly. And then you can set the rest of your box up and put whatever you want in your splits carefree.
Okay, so to make that split, how did you make it up?
So 2 broods and a food, a good heavy food.
Okay.
I don't think we're gonna really need any shakes of bees as long as you got a decent hatching brood in there because it's so warm down here. They don't have to be big, they just gotta make a queen, so.
Yep, got to be enough to get the queen mated, right? Because you
Yes,
got
sir.
because you're gonna drop cells in them, you said, right?
Yes, sir, I'm gonna drop cells tomorrow morning or
Okay.
whatever,
Cool.
24 hours.
So you want capped brood, just any kind of brood, milk brood? What do you want in these
So
splits?
one kind of capped brood would be good. A younger larvae would be okay, but
You want to have one frame of nice capped brood, right?
yeah, one frame of nice capped brood.
At
Yes,
least,
sir. Yeah,
definitely.
absolutely. Here, let me get in
Just
position
kind of walk
here.
me through and make sure we've got
Yeah.
this.
Oh, yeah.
I'm doing the right thing.
Here I go.
That's a good one to take. It's got a lot of
'Cause-
milk brood, a lot of eggs.
Right, and then these right here on the outer band are trying to hatch, so that's actually
Yeah, I see one right there
a
hatching.
really good frame.
Cool.
Yes, sir.
Awesome. You got queen cells. Just cups.
No eggs?
Just cups, yeah, I think
Sweet.
just cups. We good. Now, if I hand one to you and you see her immediately, then I'm going to be like, well, dang. That's a good one too, isn't it?
Yeah, oh yeah, that's perfect. Good
We
combination.
got no eggs in those cups. So we good. So those are 2 frames of brood we can take, right?
Yes, sir.
You see the queen? We good?
Looking
Is
good.
that enough bees?
That would be enough bees, yes,
So
sir.
how do we,
And then what you
how do
want...
you just checkerboard them in, or what do you do with these? Where do you put
No,
them?
just get you a good food frame out of your top, maybe with a little pollen on it, plus
Okay.
the bees.
You want to have a little pollen, you say?
It doesn't have to, as long as it's a good fat
Just a
food, but if
lot
it
of-
does have a little
lot
pollen,
of food up here.
that'll be sweet.
Is that one
That's not a
good?
bad one. Yeah, that'll
All
be
right.
a good one.
No
And just
queen,
slide it
nothing
in
which you
there.
wouldn't see her, so right there, and we good to go?
Yep, that'll be fine.
Pull them together.
Yep. And then put the lid on it.
Okay, so how do you set up the rest of it?
I like to put my feeder in.
Feed her
Move
in?
that frame way out to the middle of the... Yep, put the feeder in. And then find a good... I usually like a pollen, but if you've got just a food, that's okay.
Oh, so you
too.
like to have a food frame next to the feeder?
Yes. mhm.
Okay.
Yep.
Why is that? What's the theory behind that?
You don't want brood right up on your feeder because when you fill it, the feeder will swell and it'll kill that brood on the other side. That and
Yeah, that one.
that'll be perfect. And
Right
you
here.
want the biggest side with the most pollen facing toward your brood nest.
Got a lot of pollen, some honey up here, and he said we're going to put this side right here with the most pollen facing the feeder. Right, Seth?
No, the brood nest. You want the pollen towards the brood nest.
Oh, so you want the other. Well, there's more on this side. Okay. So you want the less amount of pollen facing the feeder.
Yep, absolutely.
Perfect. I think that's a perfect frame, don't you?
That is a great frame. It's got food and pollen.
And on this side, it's mostly
yeah, just mostly food. That's fine.
perfect.
Because what's going to happen when that feeder bulges, it's going to push into that comb a little bit.
Sure.
And it's, not ruins it, but it kind of makes it wonky.
All right. So what do you do with these
Then you
frames?
can start with your, we're going to put these in this
The
top box.
So bring some
Yep,
brood down here then.
exactly. Yep. Make sure you
Okay.
got at least 5 in the bottom. Actually, at most 5. If
I
you've got
think-
4, that'll be fine.
I think we're pretty much there.
Okay.
There's a queen right there. Speaking of the
Oh,
queen, she's got a
yeah.
white dot on her.
Where is she? Point. Just move the frame.
Right.
Oh,
there.
I got you. Okay.
You gonna change her to yellow?
I could. I'm gonna keep her white though, just to.
Now, if she's a white queen, you need to probably keep her white so we know what year she is.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
She's pretty, man.
She is.
So she's 2 years old, Anna.
Yes.
Possibly.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Okay.
All right.
So you want to put her back on there, I guess?
Oh, I tell you the safest way to do
Put her
that
right
since
there.
you're done working this is
I
just
think
to
so.
slide her down in there.
Yes, sir.
And then,
So now if we got 4 or 5 frames of brood down here, do I need to put you gonna put these in there? Or are you gonna put,
I'm gonna put the foundations up top.
Okay.
And after you get your 4 or 5 broods down, you can put food or comb or whatever you find from your top down, and then we'll put your
so
foundations
should I
above.
put one more frame of brood down there just in case?
How many you got?
I
4?
think there's 3 or 4.
Okay, yep, 5. Yep, that'll be perfect.
And then put a frame of food down here?
Yep.
Inside of the green one?
Yep.
Okay, I think I can rock and roll.
Oh yeah, with brood, if you got like 2 halves make a whole essentially.
Sure,
so
sure,
if you got
makes sense.
3 half frames, that.
That's a little bit of brood, mostly food. They'll leave it in here?
Yep.
I mean, this is all food over here, I think.
Okay.
Oh, there might be some eggs.
Yeah,
think
go ahead and
it's-
pull it. That looks like a decent frame to
Pull
put
it.
in a nuke.
So use these
Is
three.
it heavy?
Yeah, it's heavy.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and put that in a nuke with
All
these two
three.
broods,
So that'll
and
be our
that'll
split.
Yep.
Okay, good deal.
Here you go. Cause that one's live. Okay.
So now what do you do with these? Do you put those, just put them in here? Just
So what I'll
slap
do
them in?
is find my comb-ish type frames. I'll turn that.
That way, yeah.
Yep. And then.
Okay, and then put them in the middle.
Yep.
And then the foundation on the outside.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
And
I
then
got
we'll
you.
fill that feeder.
So we got two splits out of that. All the frames that have any comb on them, we move to the middle. The rest of it's foundation. And we're leaving it offset just a little bit so we can come back later and put some food in the feeder so they can build this comb out quick. All right, Seth, so you say you like to feed as you go?
Yes, sir.
Like we got that pallet pretty much done over there, so you're gonna feed them and then move on to the next one, right?
Yep. Yes, sir.
Got it set up, how you have it set up, Seth?
Okay, so basically what I got going on is a 100-foot hose on a reel, and it's piped out the back into the pump, and then I've got an intake pipe in my tank that runs into the pump. So it kind of just runs through this reel.
All right, and you got it hooked up to a battery?
Yes, sir, 12 volt, just straight line it to the battery. So what I was pumping a couple weeks ago was 1.5 to 1. And I've kind of thinned it out because I'm trying to get my bees to draw foundation now.
Absolutely.
And they like the thinner stuff better.
How big are these feeders, say 1.5 gallons?
They're like, if you want to get technical about it, they're like 1.4, but we just call them 1.5 gallons to keep things easy. The only thing I don't like about having a reel is it really slows your pump down. Before I had the reel, it would fill one of these up in like 20 seconds, but now it's more like 25, 26.
So we have all this foundation up here, so we're just gonna use that thin syrup so they'll build that out like crazy, right?
Yes, sir.
If it's an in-hive feeder, will they go ahead and utilize that syrup even if there's a flow going? Or do they kind of back off on it?
They'll back off on it. They'll still use it because it's right next to the brood nest a little bit. But for the most part, whenever there's a honey flow, it's kind of like eating Pop-Tarts or like freshly baked Danishes, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I hear you. It's just convenient for them.
Oh, absolutely, yes, sir.
All right. Show me again what we're seeing. Oh,
So
yeah,
right there in her neck is a varroa mite.
Yep,
And that's kind of disappointing. Yep, that is my queen.
Yeah.
Huh, that's interesting.
That's just a thing of beauty right there. Look at that. So good.
Oh.
We'll probably get at least a couple of splits out of this. I don't see any cells hanging down either. Well, we're marking our way down the line, aren't we, Seth?
Yes, sir, we're getting there. We're about halfway.
Yeah.
Not quite halfway.
There's
but
splits through here. I don't know how many we got. We got what?
2, 4, 6.
There's some strong colonies right here.
29, 30. We got about 30-ish. 30 and
So
some change.
tell me your trick about how you can tell if they're getting too hot. You talked about that.
So what'll happen,
we
and
got
it's
some hardware cloth on them. So
really bad in these these cheese board boxes, because that's paraffin dipped wax. You'll start seeing them shove their head through the screen.
trying to get out.
Yes, sir. And at that point, you really need to get them either to where they need to be flying, or just go ahead and let them out. And
Yeah, let them do their thing.
Yep.
We've got 7 or 8 pallets left probably, so we're getting them done. We're working on down the line. It's picked up a little bit as we've gotten in the groove here. So we're all these nicks right here that we've split off. Those are kind of in the edge of the woods. Fun stuff, man. I love it.
Heck yeah, man. No, this is cool.
It does feel like work though.
Oh yeah. Heck yeah.
Man, we're getting this done.
Heck yeah, man. No, we're
Lots of
cranking out
bees.
some splits.
Those splits over there. All the nicks over there in the edge of the woods. We're up to about 65 or 70, aren't we?
Yeah, we're about, probably 70-ish, 70 and some change.
That's what we got left right here, so we're getting there.
Got 3 pallets.
Got all that done and 3 pallets left.
What you got there, man?
Looks like a big old double deep.
How nice this colony is. Seth's opened up here.
Finally, a big one. Bruce has been getting all my good colonies. Oh yeah, that's heavy.
Very nice.
Wow. Oh, Swarm cells. That's all right though. I don't really blame them when they're that size. That's about 3 deep boxes worth of bees in 2 boxes. I'll take it.
All those bees, it's crazy out here.
Yep. That's a pretty sight right there.
It is, man. Looks like all the field force must be coming home. It's crazy.
Now it's about to get fun.
What we have, man?
That's a box of bees.
Hey, look at how calm they are too, man. Look
I
at
know.
those bees, man. They are just, oh man, that's awesome.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Look at those bees, man. That is unbelievable.
That's cool.
We're about to wrap it up.
Yeah.
Awesome. We've been at it all day, and we're finishing up. Seth over there loading the hives up there for his customer there. And look at all these nukes we split out. There's at least 100. I think there's actually 102. It's crazy, huh? It was a good day. A lot of fun. A lot of work. Check them out. So many bees. Hey, Seth, what you think, man?
Oh man, I think 102 splits on the ground's a good number to have going into springtime.
That's by far the most I've ever done in a day, but I learned a lot. It was great.
Well,
Having
heck,
you
I
right
think
there.
you did more than I did.
Well, you were fixing all the problems, and I was just able to rock and roll. I did all the easy ones. So.
Heck yeah.
And
Heck yeah.
Wayne hung out with us all day. Wayne, I guess you're taking a few home with you, aren't you? It's a couple of 3 full-size colonies or single deeps?
Three full size.
So anyway.
Yeah, they probably need a box.
Yeah, they're packed out. These bees are crazy strong. Seth, I appreciate you, man.
Man, I appreciate you for real hanging out with me all day. There's not a lot of people that would do that, get stung and sweating and almost blood, sweat, and tears doing this. This is awesome.
You know, I'm a little crazy though. People definitely will tell you that, but I enjoy it, and we'll have to do it again sometime maybe.
Absolutely.
Well, I appreciate y'all watching. Y'all take care, be safe, and we'll catch you on the next one.